It is time for more Minecraft Bingo. I've got this week's practice seed, 778448, which I am going to play blind to try to black out. And so let's just hop right to it. I am back from Thanksgiving break. And in terms of upload schedule, I guess I've got... Oh, there's cows right here at spawn to get the milk bucket. That's handy. There's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to try to do the practice seed, the 25-minute challenge... And, oh, there's a pumpkin right over there, too. That is to the northwest. And the bingo seeds. And so, yeah, despite the fact that it's a lot of days of bingo in a row, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. Oh, and I do need a spruce sapling as well. So I guess we can start out with one of the bushier spruce trees over here in order to try to get that. But yeah, back from Thanksgiving break, I went down... and visited my mom for a bit, helped her out with some stuff back at her place, and yeah, ate well, I guess. Ate lots of food as one tends to do at Thanksgiving, and so I guess those are all good signs for a good Thanksgiving break. And so that is what I have been up to. I hope if any of you did any traveling or saw family or such various things for Thanksgiving break that things went well for you. There is not any obvious stone right around here, so I think I'm going to try digging down just to see if we can find some stone to go ahead and get my stone tools going while my hoped-for sapling is decaying off of this tree. And maybe we'll get super lucky and actually find some iron right down here, too. And hey, look at that. All right, let's hope I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. Is that what I'm trying to say? I don't know that that's what I'm trying to say, but let's hope that this lucky gift will not be using up all of my luck, I guess is more of what I was hoping to convey with all of that. And I wonder how much iron will be right here. If it's at least 3, I'll be happy. And it is at least 3, and therefore I am happy. And let's see, I'm going to need at least a furnace, so I'm going to need 8 of these, and I would like the other tools as well, so that's another 4. So let's get another 8 blocks of stone. Hey, there's more iron here, and there is actually a whole lot of iron on this card, and so despite the fact that I don't have a furnace going, and so I'm kind of wasting a little bit of time, I'm just going to go ahead and mine this all out while I'm here. And it looks like we're going to end up with an extra piece of stone as well. But yeah, this is a ton of iron. I think I counted like 35 iron that was going to be needed on this card. And so this will be a great start for taking care of all of that. So let's get back up to the crafting table. Bippity boppity boopity. And get some of this going. Like so. And then make the rest of my tools. Like so. And let's not forget about the sapling, but I am going to need more wood to keep the furnace going for now. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of that so that I can do this like so. That sign is about to get used. There we go. Okay. And now, is there a sapling here? There is. I see it. Get in my inventory. There we go. Got the sapling. Can finish chopping down some more wood. And I guess I might have to make a decision about whether I want to kill the cows after I get my bucket. And I think I will. So let's do that. We can use them for food. And we can also potentially use the leather if we need to enchant our own book. The enchanted book and the emerald, I do think, are the 2 most difficult items on this card, from what I've seen. Studied the card a little bit at the beginning. I don't think I needed the chicken feather. Just in case I did, I've got it in my inventory now. And I see a brown mushroom. I know there's mushroom stew on this card. So let's grab that, and that's the only brown mushroom I'm going to need. And let's see. In terms of other things, there are shears on the card. Or there's shears on the card. There's a fern on the card, so let's grab the shears and grab the fern while I'm thinking of it. And just in case I need some blocks before I throw the shears away, I will do that to grab some blocks. But now I don't need you anymore, so away with you. And eventually I'm going to need an iron pickaxe, and despite the fact that it's going to cost me 3 more iron, I am also going to go ahead and make a bucket, I think. So I'll do that. And with this amount of wood, how are we in wood shape? I've already made the sign. I am going to need the mushroom bowls. And we are going to need to cook up some food as well. And so I think I'm actually going to switch to cooking the food for a moment. And I am going to make the bucket and go ahead and fill it with water, so it'll be easier to cave later on. And there is one more cow here who needs to die. Because cows are not allowed to live. All right. And yeah, now I think I'm in pretty good shape. Okay, so we've got some food cooking up. And do I have enough wood to go with that? It looks like I do for the moment. I am going to need more wood, I think. So I'm going to grab a little bit more. And then, let's see, we are eventually going to need to find a jungle, but I think just doing caving near spawn... Oh, there was a pumpkin to the northwest, I believe I said, which is that way. Okay, so while this is all cooking, sure, just to make sure that that's all going to be able to cook up. Let's go grab our pumpkin. And if I happen to see a red mushroom, that's great. It does look like there is biomes that would be amenable to red mushrooming over in that direction, and so maybe I want to make a boat. But first off, let's grab the pumpkin. I believe it's like right over here, or at least visible from here. Yes, pumpkins, thank you. Pumpkin seed, there we go. Let's toss out some more things that I do not need right now. I don't think I need those for anything, and I don't need that either. All right. And so, not bad, not bad. We'll go ahead and make ourselves a boat. We'll grab all of our cooked up food. I can cook up more of the iron later. And I think I'll go try to grab the red mushroom and keep an eye out for any other caves that we see. I think that sounds like a plan. I don't need a sheep for anything, I don't believe. All right, and we have plenty of food. So that is great. Oh, I forgot to make the boat. Oops. I guess it's possible that I will see a red mushroom or a cave to pop down before I get over here. But it seems unlikely. Let me get the high ground really quick, just in case we see anything important. More sheep eating the grass. Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing a red mushroom anywhere, and there's almost certainly going to be a red mushroom over here somewhere. I do need some sugar, so we'll grab that, and we'll make that aforementioned boat, like so. All right, and so we're going to find, oh, a squid. There are squids down there. Squids are definitely not hard to find. There will be opportunities. I don't need the egg. There will be opportunities to get a squid later, such as one of these squids that's closer to the surface and more convenient right here. Wow. All right. Was more convenient until the boat glitched out because Minecraft. All right, let's do this. I guess at least he's going in the direction that I wanted to go anyway, over here in the swamp. There we go. Got my squid ink. And, okay, let's look for the red mushroom. Plenty of cows, and I do see a great place to go downstairs, it looks like. Yes. So before we head down there, let's try to find a red mushroom, which I don't see in the roofed forest right there. Do I see it anywhere here? I don't think I need a flint for anything, and I don't think I need bricks for anything, or clay, or whatever I'm trying to say. But I'm going to look over here for the mushroom. Actually, you know what I could do? I'm going to need an apple. And swamp trees are a good way to do it. And so let's chop down, I don't know, 3 swamp trees is usually what I think makes you likely to get the apple, although this one might be connected to that birch tree, and so the leaves might not be decaying. So that was maybe not the best tree to chop down. Okay, there's a way to go down right here as well. All right, but we're still looking for the red mushroom. So I'm going to chop down this and maybe one more tree. This one might be connected. Oops, connected right over here. Something. Yeah, let's chop down this tree too, and then I'm pretty sure I will get my apple. And yeah, it looks like we have some good prospects for caves to go down into. So I'll be feeling good about that shortly. Let's get the high ground once again and see if we can see red mushroom from anywhere up here. Not seeing one there. Did I just see... no, that's more roofed forest. I thought for a second it was a jungle. And jungles will obviously be important in the long run on this card. And how about from up here? Can I see red mushroom anywhere? Lots of cows, more caves. Still not seeing the red mushroom, though. All right, so that's unfortunate. Oh, I should have been cooking things while I'm standing around here. Doing nothing useful. I'm going to need to go look for my apples, so let me go ahead and set this down. And let's get some more iron cooking for the moment, because our food situation is pretty good. And let's just see if an apple has fallen. It has. Great, from any of these trees. So that's another thing taken care of. And I guess while my furnace is going up there, let's just take a quick peek down here and see if this seems like it's going somewhere good. Might end up just dead ending. And I'm going to want more coal. Or more coal. More than 0. Coal would be good to have. For more cooking and smelting. Okay, that does seem like it's just a dead end. But we got our coal. And we have some things smelting, so I don't feel like I'm completely wasting this time. And obviously we had a ravine that we can go down. And oops, got plenty of extra blocks in the forms of leaves. I can use like so. And yeah, it looks like it's turning nighttime, so this would be a good time to try to get downstairs. And that has just cooked up a certain number of thingies. So let's go ahead and grab it. And I could use my water bucket to get down quickly. Let's take a peek into the ravine and see if we can see cave systems jutting off anywhere. I do see iron here, and just in case I screw it up, I'm going to do this. Can I get that iron? Not really easily. All right, let's just hop down. Yeah, there will be plenty of iron. So let's not worry too much about it just yet. It's not the greatest spot, but guess that'll do for now. Skeleton's going to see me in the not-too-distant future. Alright, Skeleton has seen me. The not-too-distant future has arrived. There we go. Got the gunpowder that I'm going to need for the fireworks rocket. Alright. Ouch. I hear you, zombie. Okay, you were dead. You I don't need anymore, so you can just blow up. That's fine. Didn't need more than the 1 gunpowder, I'm pretty sure. There's a bone. And we're still doing okay in terms of health, and so I'm not going to worry too much about the food just yet. Let's try going downwards. Other than gold, actually, we don't need a whole lot. Like, we don't need diamonds. We don't need the other blue rock. And so we actually don't need a ton from deep downstairs unless I want to go to extreme hills, and I didn't think about that when I was on the surface, which is kind of foolish in retrospect. It's possible that having diamonds could help us enchant a book, and so if we do find them, I will mine them. But yeah, let's focus on just getting the rest of our iron and getting the gold that we desire. And I guess redstone, is there any red? There's got to be redstone. Yeah, the compass. Is that the only piece of redstone I need on this card? Not immediately seeing other redstone, but perhaps I've missed it. I'll update the card shortly. We should be in a good spot to find gold at this height. Or depth. Y level, as it were. And at this point, I'll go ahead and eat some more food. And I think at this point, I might also have enough iron. So let's actually... Okay, there's nothing good for me there. I think I see gold right there. So let's grab the gold, which I need 4 of, I think. Yeah, the compass, and there's nothing else, I don't think. So that should be enough of that. And yeah, let's take a moment. Let's go ahead and get the gold smelting and make myself another furnace so that I can smelt up. I've got 30 iron, so that should be enough iron, I think, for everything else I'm going to need eventually. And while I'm here, are there other quick things that I could craft? Perhaps. Let's go ahead and update the card really quick. I need a bit of that to smelt, but I guess I can. Oh, I don't only got 2 sugarcane. All right, that's unfortunate. And the redstone, I guess I still haven't found, huh? Right, I need the redstone for the clock as well as for the compass. So let's try to find ourselves some redstone. And what level am I at right now? 22, so I would need to go down a little bit further in order to find it. I'm also just hoping to find a dungeon where we might get lucky with... It sounds like there might be... This might continue on through. Yeah. Alright, I heard What sounded like multiple monsters at a time there, and I was thinking it might be a dungeon, but now it does not seem as promising as it originally did. So we'll move on from that. And we can go back, we can craft up... I guess we can't craft up the compass because I still don't have the redstone. Alright, and so I guess going back down that way, is that where I came from? I think that's where I came from. Let's go ahead and make a few other things that one would make using all of the iron that we have, such as this thing, and this thing, and let's go ahead and move half of this over here, and similarly like that. Let's see. All right, let me go find the redstone while I'm letting that cook. All right, so we came from down here, but this was down at the diamond and redstone level. And so perhaps there is another direction that I failed to look previously, such as down here. Any redstone? Don't think... Oh, I do see it. Hooray! Okay, and I don't think I need to break a second block of it, but just in case. Got extra redstone. Speaking of redstone, I've been working... It's kind of a weak segue, but I've been working on the next version of Minecraft Bingo, programmed for 1.13, using functions and structures. And I'm pretty sure I've decided it's going to use 0 command blocks, because command blocks kind of suck. I mean, all of Minecraft programming kind of sucks. But command blocks often introduce delays that you can avoid when you're using things other than command blocks, such as functions. And so I think the all function route is going to be the kind of best route to go. Let's go ahead and make a new one of these because I can see that is getting very low. And let's also go ahead and make the rails, since I can see I need those. And oh, the redstone repeater is something else that I'm going to need. So I need 1, 2, 3 of these to go in there. Looks like it has enough fuel. And then with the other iron, I'm going to need a minecart. Chest minecart. The words. So many words. So let's make one of those. And the glass bottles I still haven't cooked up, so that would be a great thing to go ahead and get cooking. And at this point, I think it would be a good time to update the card once again. Okay, so with the redstone repeater, I'm going to need 2 more of these. So I'm glad I grabbed the extra redstone, perhaps. And let's dump out a few things that we're not going to need. I don't need these. A tiny chance. Oh, I need a spider. The spider sounds like he might be through here. Yeah, it sounds like he's over in that direction. I think we can go find him in just a moment. So we'll go check that out. But let's go ahead and make our redstone repeater first. Like so. So yeah, I've been spending a bit of time starting to program up the new version of Bingo, and it will be similar but different. It'll work a lot the same, but hopefully faster and better. I don't need that. I don't need that. That's good enough for now. Let's try to run over here and find... There's the spider. Hey, buddy. Zombie, you are not needed. Spider, you are needed. Please drop an eye for me, as well as 2 string. An eye and 1 string. That's still pretty good. Cannot complain too much about that spider. Oh, here's a dungeon. Maybe it will have a chest. Ouch. With good things for Brian. So let's check it out. Oh, crap. Okay. Let's break this. Terrific. It has something that I need there, I suppose. Sure. We'll do like that. And we'll go ahead. I thought I just put this on my bar. Come on, game. Have an inventory that works. All right, there's nothing else here. Okay, and we got the string, I guess. Okay, so I guess I should go back upstairs because technically there's nothing I need from down here. Yes, I should go back upstairs because there's nothing I need from down here. And the fact that there's water here suggests that I can go up. And so let's hope that I don't end up in a den of monsters. I do not, but it did not go up very high. And so I guess I'll just dig my way back out up here. And back up on the surface. Oops. Come on. There we go. Back up on the surface. I still need to... I'm going to need to fish. I'm going to need to... Oh, hello. I'm going to need to fish. I'm going to need to find the red mushroom. Oh, I see. We're back in this ravine. Okay, that's fine. Let's just go up. And it should be turning daytime again, so I shouldn't have to worry about monsters falling on my head, I don't think. Guess there could be a residual creeper or something. And just because I have so much wood, let's use those for blocks. Okay, great. So, yeah, red mushroom, sugarcane, skeleton I don't care for. I want to go fishing, and so we'll stop and make a fishing rod here in a moment. I don't need to kill any more spiders at this point. And I think I saw the red mushroom, possibly on a mushroom island. Am I making that up? I'm totally making that up. Thought I saw a red mushroom there, but obviously it was just me making it up. There's no other explanation, because it is not at all there. It's not even something that looks like it might have been a red mushroom there. All right, looking at the card, we need to find a desert and a jungle. And I could go ahead and once I get the sugarcane, which I see over there, I can craft the other thingy. That counts. Oh, that's an interesting thing to talk about in terms of changes that will be happening to bingo. Right now, salmon, pufferfish, and cod, I believe, is the name of the normal fish. All count as a fish. Oh, there's a red mushroom. I'll go grab it in just a moment. All count as a fish. And that will be changing in the new version of bingo. Because in the old, I threw out all my gunpowder before I used it, because I'm a dummy. All right, we'll get gunpowder again later. Gunpowder is not going to be the difficult thing to find in this card. Yeah, because there were like items that had different damage values, and so all three of those fish had the item code of fish, but with different damage values. And the flattening has just occurred. And the flattening is basically they changed a lot of kind of the internal data structures and things with Minecraft so that they could get rid of some of the item limits that they had, because previously there were only like 256 types of blocks that could be in Minecraft. Yeah, and so basically all the fish are different items now, and so I think it will just be cod that you can get on a Minecraft bingo card, since it's the most common fish. So that will make fishing slightly more difficult. In the sense that you're slightly less likely to get a cod. Okay, I see a desert over there. So let's head in that direction to get my cactus. Keeping an eye out to see if I see any dungeons peeking through holes. And then that does look like a big extreme hills, so that could be a good place to go looking for the emerald underground, potentially. But let's cook up my lime green dye. And then it looked like there might be a little cave entrance or two right around here, but I don't really need the caves, do I? I need the jungle. Yeah, let's get the light green dye going. Let's take a look at the card once again. It might be the case that while it's daytime, the jungle is definitely the thing I ought to be focusing on, is my guess. Okay, I see cactus over here. Sure, you'll work. And is there anything else I can see from here? Not necessarily. So I just need to set this down and cook it up. Yeah, all right. So let's cook up the cactus like so, sure. And let's cook up the rest of the food like so. And I'm not going to go down there, so let's throw away some things I don't need. And I can item repair, do these things together. Great. And I can update the card. Right. Okay, so... Okay, this gets us up to 20 items. There's only 5 items left. So what do I need? I need the gunpowder once again. I need the 2 jungle items. I need the book and the emerald. Okay, so the emerald might be found over here, and the book could also be found in a cave underground over there. And then the jungle items, we do still have 5 more minutes of daylight, so should I spend that time looking for the jungle instead? I think I should, because it would be better to go underground at night when there'll be fewer monsters. So I think I will do that. We might see a village also, in which case I might be able to get the emerald more easily than having to go underground. Let's keep an eye out for any cobblestone that signifies a dungeon, though, because the enchanted book will still be difficult to get. Don't think I've spied it there. I'm not always good at seeing the cobble. It's often the case that people will see one on the screen that I have missed. And yeah, I wish I were better at spotting those things. All right, but I guess if I want to find a jungle, I should probably sail across the ocean. So it's kind of coming over here because there's a big extreme hill, and I was hoping there was going to be like a giant cave system that was leading deep underground, in which case I might pop in and see if I can grab an easy emerald. But probably a better thing to do. All right, so 2 jungle items, a gunpowder, an emerald, and an enchanted book. And there is kind of an interesting underwater ravine there, but it's not really going under the extreme hills. So let's not worry about that. Okay, so jungle. I got 5 minutes of daylight. Let's see if we can spot a jungle somewhere. And it's possible that even if we do find a jungle, that I'll still need to find the melon seeds on my own. So I'll try to keep that in mind, that I might need to grab them. And so, for example, I want to try to hold on to my bone meal, which I might have just thrown out. I don't remember. It didn't occur to me that that might be something that I was still going to need. And the enchanted book, yeah, if we happen to find some diamonds, I could think about enchanting my own book. So yeah, with bingo, the fish becoming a separate fish means that they won't register, and the golden apple and enchanted golden apple now will be separate items, and so there'll just be a golden apple on the card. And so if you pick up an enchanted golden apple, the good news is you'll have the opportunity to eat it, and the bad news is it won't be counted as your score if it was the last item you needed on the card. And I think those are the only bingo items that previously shared an item ID but had different damage values that bingo was checking for like that. There's things like the dyes, but I was specifically checking for specific dye colors in the bingo damage values. There is a witch hut here, and I don't believe anything is of use to me from that anymore, so I will simply avoid it. I suppose the witch could drop gunpowder, but gunpowder will be easy enough to find other ways. This looks like a cave, and I'm just going to pop in case there's an easy dungeon. I did hear a zombie awfully quickly there, so I am curious to see. It sounds almost like he's below me here, but it only sounds like one zombie, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's keep looking. Alright, if I were a jungle. And also, is this an Extreme Hills? Ooh, that was a spider. That's multiple spiders. Okay, we found a dungeon. There it is. And with enough sunlight, the spiders will become rather docile. So I don't think they're necessarily going to attack me. Still, let's eat a steak. Just have our food up in case they change their mind and get bloodthirsty. There's my gunpowder, which is great, and some other things. And is there another chest in here? It does not look like there is. Okay, so I can go ahead and make my book, or sorry, my firework rocket now. So let's do that. And right, this is Extreme Hills, so this is a place that if I wanted to dig down, it does look like a pretty big Extreme Hills section here. Yeah, this does look like a big Extreme Hills section, and it is getting close to nighttime. And I don't see a jungle anywhere on the horizon, so it's kind of tempting to dig down here and try to find my emerald. Should I do it? I think I'm going to do it. Yeah, and despite the fact that it's going to be more digging, I'm going to kind of like start in the center so that any way I can find a cave. Even if I go 16 blocks this way or that way or the other way, I'm likely to still be in the Extreme Hills. So let's see if we can find our emerald, and maybe we'll get lucky and find a dungeon with an enchanted book as well. We have to be at least at level 40, I think, to be eligible for the emerald to spawn. I believe they'll spawn 3 per chunk in an extreme hills biome. And yeah, having not seen any villages thus far, and it being nighttime, and us still probably needing a dungeon to find the enchanted book, I still think makes this a valuable proposition. We might find melon seeds too. Let me start listening for lava as we go down. Okay, I hear a zombie, and that's good enough for me. Any kind of cave will be good. Sounds like he might be this way. I'm having trouble finding him, though. Are you further down? Yes. Okay, great. Oh, and here's a dungeon of some sort that is filled with monsters. All right. Some of the monsters are fighting each other. That works out very well for me, because while they are distracted, I can do that. And nobody else is coming over here. I did see the diamonds, by the way, and I am excited about them. But first things first, I will take that. Pumpkin seeds I don't need. All right, so that was a couple of saddles, and that's not going to help me. Okay, so let's hope that we have lots of diamonds here, because 5 of them mean I can enchant my own book if I found some lapis, right? And yes, we did indeed get the diamonds that we need. Okay, that's terrific. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a diamond pick. And then I can throw this out. Let's throw out a few things. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need these. This can go on the bar. I don't need this. Some people wish I would make armor. Tough luck. Yeah, and then, yeah, it won't take too long. Let's assume... Oh, boy. Okay, I did not see. Oh, there's another dungeon right here. That might have what we're looking for. Let's see if we can find our enchanted book. Let's also eat first. I think I'm far enough away. I'm going to wait to regen once more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eat. Great. And I think it's skeletons, but we'll just try jumping up. Okay. Great. Enchanted book. Okay, then I don't need to worry about it. Another bucket is always nice. I originally came down here for a different reason. I've not forgotten the reason. The reason is for emeralds. But it is possible that we could find emeralds on a number of things in the surface as well, and so I have to try to go through the trade-offs. Am I still in Extreme Hills? I'm not. I'm actually back out in the taiga. Oh, but here's my emerald. Alright, that was pretty lucky. I will grant you. I think the quickest way back up is going to be the way I came. So I am just going to do that. I should update the card, I think. So let me do that. So at this point, I just need the 2 jungle items. Yes, I have 23, and I just need the 2 jungle items. And I forgot to look and see if there were melon seeds in that chest. Let's imagine I'm going to find a giant jungle that's going to be filled with melons, and it's not going to matter. Hopefully that's not too optimistic to hope for. It is going to be nighttime as I reach the surface. I do still have a long ways to go. But at this point, I still have a lot of food. I'll get a boat on my bar at some point here. Yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape, so we just got to find a jungle. All right, so we'll hope for the best there, and I believe I was headed in this direction before, and so heading this way means I'll be going somewhere new. Yeah, I remember seeing those acacia trees off in the distance. Okay. So, I'm feeling pretty lucky about the emerald. And I guess I should feel lucky about the enchanted book that we dug down in a spot that had 2 dungeons and a bunch of dungeon chests. So hopefully I won't feel unlucky once we finally find our jungle. And not find melons. That would be the only bad thing that could happen, I think, at this point. I guess not finding a jungle at all would also be a bad thing that could happen, so long as we're going for the complete story. I hear the creeper behind me. I saw him. Not worried about him. Outrun him in the boat. Okay, so if I were a jungle, where would I be? That looks all deserty kind of stuff. This looks like a crazy mix of stuff. Looks like there are... Got wet on this side and dry and hot on this side, and so the combination of those two might be a jungle. I saw some kind of tall tree over there, but I think it was just more spruce. Yeah, I think this would be a good place to go ahead and speed things up, so let's do some fast forwarding. All right, I'm going to leave that boat behind because I don't feel like dealing with the zombies. I need to avoid the strays as we go through here. Oh gosh, so many strays. And I got hit by one of the slowness arrows. Bummer. Okay, well, let's just hope I can kind of dodge and weave my way through here a bit. Got plenty good food on the bar. And looks like we got more ocean, and so I guess I'm making a new boat since I left the other one behind. Sure, why not? Hey, squids, get out of the way. You're slowing me down. Crazy squid. I feel like most of the jungles I encounter in Bingo are on the ocean, and so sailing along coastlines is a good way to find them. On the other hand, that might be confirmation bias by virtue of the fact that most of the times I'm looking at a boat. I do think since a boat is kind of the fastest way to travel, that it's likely that this is a good strategy. But one thing I've never gone and done is analyze like a giant biome map of Minecraft to try to see if there is a better strategy for locating a jungle. I don't think there is, though. I think it's relatively random despite the kind of like heat maps and different kinds of things that they use. Yeah. So in any case, more fast forwarding. I guess this is an opportunity to talk about random things. Now that Hollow Knight is done, I don't know that I have any other series like on deck or coming up. I have been spending more time doing programming on Bingo, and I'll probably do some more playing around with other Minecraft programming things with 1.13, and so perhaps at some point I'll start making some... Sadly, I don't need that temple. Command block videos, or just kind of, videos showing off different contraptions and cool things. I could imagine doing that, but I can also imagine in the near future that Bingo will be one of the main and only videos you guys might see. Yeah, it's possible that I might record some Terraria again. I'd actually started recording, I guess about a month ago, started recording a new Terraria series. But I got a few episodes in, and yeah, I was rewatching it, and it was not that great. It was kind of a crazy idea I had for doing something Terraria -2 like, kind of a different version of Terraria -2, but with some different change-ups and things, and kind of just wasn't sufficiently interesting. So I ended up just leaving that on the cutting room floor. But perhaps I'll be able to tweak that and make it more interesting somehow, so that I would enjoy playing it and could come back to that. And yeah, I've also been spending a lot of time thinking about trying to make, like, I had a learning command blocks series of, I don't know, like 8 videos or something that were pretty popular back when 1.9 command blocks first came out. And with 1.13, like, I've been thinking about it again, and it's really much, much harder to do a good tutorial series like that now, because you have command blocks and you have functions. And they use the same kind of commands inside, but the control flow is very different, and you need to use kind of different strategies for one versus the other. And Yeah, each one has some capabilities that the other doesn't have access to very easily, but on the whole, um, I think functions are kind of better for just general purpose stuff. Like if you're trying to do everything with one or the other, I would choose to do everything with functions and not use any command blocks rather than choose to do everything with command blocks and not use any functions. But yeah, that lends itself to problems in terms of teaching. Like, do you just make the series about functions and ignore command blocks, or do you make it about command blocks and ignore functions? If you try to do both, then there's a whole lot more stuff to learn. Yeah, the design, well, design. Design is in quotes. There is no design to the Minecraft scripting system. It's just this crazy thing that's kind of evolved over time, as most scripting languages tend to be. And so it's like barely, I wouldn't even call it a programming language. It's, yeah, scripting commands and a few cheap ways to string them together. And it's kind of, it's kind of awful to work with any way you slice it. And yeah, the addition of functions has added some capabilities that give it more power, but at the cost of making teaching it twice as complicated or something. And so, I don't know, it's just so complicated. I thought a lot about it, and I don't have a good strategy for how to do a good tutorial series where I could do justice to programming Minecraft stuff. And so, yeah, I would like to do that, but I don't know that it can be done. And then the other thing I've thought about is, and I've seen a number of other people do, is like, you know, trying to come up with your own programming language and tool that kind of like sits on top of things, where people can program in a real language using your language, and then it like compiles down into functions or something like that. Hopefully I haven't missed a jungle while I've been talking, because not always as good as looking while I'm speaking. But yeah, that's a huge project, and it also subjects you to kind of all kinds of performance concerns, because general purpose programming languages like just have a few things that are difficult to emulate in Minecraft command blocks. Sometimes things as simple as control structures like certain loops, or the concept of else from if then else, all the way up to kind of like dynamic data structures and arrays. And yeah, you generally expect things to behave with in a certain way with a certain performance characteristic in general purpose programming languages, and you can find ways to emulate those things in Minecraft, but they won't have the same performance characteristics. And so then it becomes, you know, if someone's trying to, there's at least two problems with layering your kind of own language compiler on top of Minecraft. One is general purpose kind of like debugging, because if your language code is then getting compiled down into a bunch of Minecraft commands, sometimes you have to go debugging them at the Minecraft level. And yeah, then you need kind of a clear mapping between what you're doing at the high level language and what goes down to the kind of like Minecraft assembly languages. Hello, mushrooms. Have you seen the jungle anywhere? Can you point me in the direction of the jungle? More mushrooms over here. Perhaps they know. Let's go sailing over and closer to them. Maybe they're telling me to go this way. And yeah, and then the other thing is performance. Like, you can easily, you know, write a language that makes it easy to write loops and manipulate arrays and different things like that. And I know some possible ways that you can put those things in Minecraft, but then they won't perform the same as they would in a general purpose programming language. And so all of a sudden, if you're clogging the world with entities, or doing a bunch of commands in a loop that you thought would run very fast, and it turns out it's running very slow because of the way that it has to be translated into Minecraft, then yeah, things just get complicated. And I'm sure a little bit of it, at least, is me kind of overthinking things. And even if I just had some kind of command tutorial series where I talk about some basic syntax of basic commands and make a few little contraptions, like, people would still enjoy that. But I really prefer to have kind of a more general curriculum, and it's just hard to do. So I don't know if that will happen. I don't know if I'll be writing any compilers or things like that. Maybe between now and when 1.13 ships, they'll actually add a few new capabilities to the command system that somehow make something easier, or somehow make a clear-cut way for functions to do everything commands can do and more, or something like that, so that either the function system supersedes the command system or the command block system supersedes the function system. But right now, hey, I found a jungle. Each of them are kind of like better at different tasks, and I know in general, like a lot of people like Minecraft, they're like, that's great, you have more options, blah, 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 blah. Everyone likes more. This game would be better if it just had more of everything. And I do not subscribe to that at all, especially not with respect to programming languages. More is definitely not better. You want less. You want one clear, good way to do things, as opposed to lots of different options and lots of different ways to do things. When there's more than one way to do things, it makes things harder to teach, and it does not lead people into the pit of success. The pit of success is what you're going for with programming language design. You want to make it so that when people are trying to figure out how should I do X, the answer, the first thing that they try to do will be the right way, and perhaps the only reasonable way to go ahead and do it. And it'll be what they want to do, as opposed to giving them, here's 7 different choices that you can possibly have, and each one has different trade-offs. And some of those trade-offs might not be obvious at the start, and so you might go writing into, I think I see a melon. I still need the cocoa bean too. You might go writing a system that kind of relies on one of those ways, and then later on you realize that the design decision you made up front was wrong, and now you have to completely change it from command blocks to functions in order to realize what you're doing, which means ripping apart your system and redoing it all from scratch, because of these non-obvious differences between the two. Yeah. All right. I definitely went off on a rant there, but I was kind of just trying to fill airtime rather than just have a super long fast-forward segment trying to find jungle. I got Mega Bingo. I got it in 48 minutes and 56 seconds. And yeah, got unlucky finding the jungle, got lucky finding the emerald in the enchanted book, I think. And I don't think I did too badly on the rest. I made a few mistakes. This was a very easy card, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. A very easy card that Godfrey picked for us, except for the enchanted book. This is, I think, one of the easiest cards I've seen in a while, so I don't know if that's a great time, but I've done it. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope at least some of you enjoyed me rambling and ranting about Minecraft programming, and I will see you again in the future with more Minecraft bingo videos, if nothing else. Bye-bye.